Guys, this video is going to be packed with information. We're going to talk a little bit about gaming. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about fundamental shift that I see in the market. And finally, we are going to talk about why am I starting to be bullish on meme coins. And I know what you're gonna say.
Joe, you were always bearish on meme coins. What the happened to you?
I will tell you that. If you want to find out and you want to find my explanation, smash the like button, subscribe, and watch the video. Let's start with some exciting news. I've heard so many times that Web3 is dead. Guys, I don't know if you have played Off the Grid, but recently it just launched its early access and it's available for everyone on Epic Store, PlayStation 5, as well as Xbox. So if you're a PC player, fine. If you're a console player, that's also great. And this is a Web3 game. It's built on Avalanche subnet. It already has millions of transactions on testnet, and honestly, they still didn't release the token. And if I may speculate, this token might perform amazing. Where most of the gaming tokens, and basically most of the IDOs right now, are not performing at all, and this is something we're going to talk about a little bit about later. Off the Grid might be actually the one that it's going to pump hard, like we saw tokens pump in 2021. And guys, this is third-person, next-gen cyberpunk, free-to-play, battle royale, extraction, and honestly, guys, I've been playing a little bit, and this game is just sick. You have also really big streamers streaming this game. Hundreds of people are watching, and this is kind of the game that might actually bring this mass adoption. It doesn't feel like Web3 game in any means, like it's clanky, or of course it has still some things that they need to work on, but it's early access, and in comparison to any other game that I played in Web3, it's just like a different level. This is a AAA game, and honestly, guys, I recommend you to check it out. Alright guys, regarding market, a little bit bearish short term, maybe. We just broke 5,800, so we did print a lower low here, and right now we kind of bounce. We're on the 61k level. I think we're going to try to grab the liquidity from 60 to 500, 63 maybe, and probably go down. I really hope that we're going to just have an up only moment soon, but we gotta admit that we just have those institutions, and the market has not been the same. Like, I see that after 6 months of chop, we still are not getting the same amount of excitement that we used to have back in the days. Like in 2021 we had weeks of pump, of just going crazy, and all those informations that are being released now are supposed to be super bullish. Pointer is going to be on, there's going to be another rate cuts, like there's so many good things happening right now. Of course there's war in Israel, which everyone is a little bit afraid, but honestly, when war on Ukraine erupted, like how long did it last? How long did it last? Was it like what, a week, 2 weeks of I heard it in the news, and then later there was just people just didn't care. This is how the world works, and honestly, I would not be surprised if in a week or something we would not hear anything about it anymore. So everyone is waiting for this magic breakdown to happen because we had such a long period of consolidation. There's some interesting things that I want to point out that I see that are a little different right now, and I think we need to take them into consideration. Right guys, check out this metrics. If you look at cryptocurrency monthly exchange volume, so volume on CEXes, if you look at comparison to previous bull market, for example, in May, which was the peak, well, there was also, the peak was in November, but in May apparently on CEXes was a peak, probably because a lot of people, a lot of smart money just exited around that time. Later on, maybe some of them entered, but also a lot of people just lost some money and they didn't return. Was 4.16 trillion. Right now, you guys probably remember what we had in March. March was like this crazy month, and that kind of reminded me of this April, May kind of craze. March was 2.48 trillion. So way less, right? Almost like a half. But this is spot. But let's look at futures. And I will compare here Bitcoin because it's just going to be easier. If you look at futures this year in comparison to previous bull market, it tells a little bit different story, right? Because if you look at May, 2.79 trillion. And if you look at March this year, May 2021, of course, March this year, it was 2.45, which is very close. And that tells me that the previous cycle was not that many people coming into leverage. Right now we're supposed to have more people. This is a new cycle that is already over. We have ETFs, we have so many bullish news, so many options to onboard fiat into crypto. We should have way more people in a crypto right now, and that tells me that most of those people, they just go straight in on leverage because spot is definitely decreasing. You saw like half, and here we have almost similar. And where's leverage? There's of course market manipulation. So I think that from this point on, it's not going to be, just like Valhalla and we're all going to go to the moon. We're just gonna have, as long as people play leverage, more and more people come and they think like,
I'm just gonna play like 3x, 5x.
And there's like, you can literally tell that everyone is now talking about it. Like if you see influencers this year, they are mentioning like just play on small leverage. Previous cycle there was nothing like that. Nobody was talking about leverage. There were few people were smart and they were probably using leverages, of course traders and stuff, but this cycle is just people come in and they're just recklessly want to earn more. I don't know if we're gonna have this crazy amount of gains because most of those coins are on futures and market will go exactly where's liquidity. So unless there's some super bullish catalyst that will just push the price up, we're just gonna see this chop, and that might just not change, especially regarding those altcoins which are also being diluted. This is a big problem now. We had so many projects that were launching in a bear market in this cycle, and there's so many projects that still are supposed to launch but they're waiting for the better conditions, right? The new user has so much more coins to pick from. Where's he gonna go, right? And most of those coins immediately they have a futures open, so they're gonna come in and they're gonna try their luck playing futures, and of course most of them going to get wrecked. So you have to kind of acknowledge that. And there's only one space right now where you can kind of like get this old crypto vibe without this bullshit manipulation that you see, and you can probably feel it right now if you're looking at the charts and trying to just buy spot and hold like you used to in the previous cycle. And this is meme coins. And this is meme coins because they are pure. Most of them, before they're gonna get hit on exchanges, they're just playing on DEXs like we used to last cycle with most of the coins. And I kind of get it. Actually, guys, also regarding volume on DEXs, on futures and stuff, there's more changes that I see from the previous cycle to this cycle. So I think I'm gonna actually do a separate video on this. Because there's more to it. And I don't know, guys, leave a comment if you would like to see a video like that. That would be pretty cool feedback for me to have. So all those people, traders, they have a really hard time to place their money on memes because it's just hype, it's just pure speculation, and they might not understand the crypto culture. And this is kind of what drives everyone into memes, right? And because of that, they deliver those crazy gains. And normal fundamental projects, it's so hard because they're on sexes, they have some leverage, they're gonna be manipulated, and the game is kind of rigged. Of course, memes are also kind of rigged. You have calls, you have a community that have some tokens on kind of pre-sale and stuff like that. But if you do a really good research, your shit on chain, you can actually verify a lot of those things and spot the right community that is built with the right mindset and right approach. And people rather gather around this than play this rigged institutional game in crypto. And let's be honest, this is starting to look like an institutional game right now. So I must say, like, I acknowledge memes and I acknowledge that people rather play this game than the institutional game. Although it's really interesting how long it's gonna last, because we've seen FBI right now recently, they launched their shitcoin, Next Fund AI, and they basically managed to monitor it, and they managed to catch a ZM Quant, CLS Global, and MyTrade that allegedly washed trade or conspired to wash trade on behalf of Next Fund AI, and through that they secured around $25 million. So FBI actually went pretty degen on the blockchain, which is super interesting. I wonder how many more of those like devs that are doing simple pump and dump situation or calls might be in trouble in the long term because of that. This is kind of interesting. This actually might be good for a lot of us users who have like a good intention. We just want a good old-fashioned PvP. We just don't want to be, like rocked by some devs or fault in smart contract, but rather just take our chances in kind of understanding the hype around something and just speculate on that. And here, guys, if you are curious, what I'm doing right now is I'm participating in this meme coin craze. But I've mentioned in my video that I have 3 meme coins in my portfolio. One was Dog Goes to the Moon, and this little bad boy performed actually really good. Broke out not that long ago, and now we've seen market was dumping and this little bad boy started to pump. All supply is on the market. What is bullish is that if your exchange wants to list it, they have to buy it from the market. Where normally they're just being given the tokens from the creator or something, and they can just dump the price or something. And here you actually have to buy the tokens from the supply, so thus pumping the bags of the community. Super bullish from that side. Plus Leonidas, the creator, made this coin basically as an airdrop for everybody who was holding runes. So a lot of people made a lot of money. I love stories like that. This kind of gives the community the vibe that I want to hold, right? Because that was the value that was just given to me. That is usually means more than just that I did few X on total random action, like just buy and sell some random stuff. There's more coins that I'm right now looking in, and I don't want to make this a meme coin trading channel, but recently I started to look at, okay, meme coins on Ethereum started to pump, meme coins on Solana, they start to pump, but recently we also saw Sui was pumping really hard. So I started to look into things, and what I discovered is that in last month on Sui, Base, and Aptos, 1 month change of TVL was basically like plus 50%. So that is actually pretty interesting. TVL on Bitcoin as well, which means that tells me that maybe the dog to the moon or the runes might actually come back and we might have a second wave. So maybe memes on Bitcoin, on Aptos, Sui, and Base are going to have another life. You see that Tron is actually 1 month change is minus 8%. So I think that whatever happened on Tron might be going down a little bit. I would definitely focus on this. So I decided that I'm gonna check Sui. And guys, I discovered actually a few coins that made me already a few X's, and I don't know, I have a feeling, I'm not degen regarding to meme coins, I just have a feeling that Sui, because it's new and a lot of communities on Solana, a lot of people are on Ethereum, and the community built around Sui is just not that specialized and corrupted, so there's still a chance to make money for less advanced people in this category, like me and maybe like you if you're watching this and you don't feel like you have a big experience in memes. So what I did is I just put $200 on my Sui wallet. Super easy app. You just download the Sui wallet here, just send some Sui from Sexes like Bybit or Binance or whatever, and you can start playing. There's one aggregator that I use, Hop Aggregator, because it finds you the cheapest price, and you just copy paste something from Dex Screener. I usually watch like what is trending in the last 6 hours or 24 hours, and I'm just seeing, like, trying to find, okay, like I see Suiman seems like, you know, market cap increased over. It's already few days. $4 million is like, okay, they have to have some established community. I'm checking Twitter. I see if they regularly post. I see if someone that I know is watching them, and I kind of want to see the vibe that is going on here. People are posting like memes and shit, and this is just like pure vibing. If I just see that those comments are like, hey, DM me for collab or shit like that, right, I'm not even touching that shit. That's a red flag. But if I see that people are generally vibing, I just put this money, and through that I managed to basically did almost 3x. I'm a little down on one token right now, but basically 3x my portfolio in a 2 days. This is the second day that I'm doing this, guys. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna see where this is going. The reason I don't want to buy SPX or something, even if it's gonna do like, you know, 1 billion or something, right now it's on 500 millions. The risk of going down is for me way harder. And you see there's a lot of, you know, like Popcat on Sui. Of course this shit's not gonna live too long, but even with this is probably a scam, right? But it's easier to identify like, okay, shit that we've seen on Solana or shit on Ethereum. We want to find something that is more like Sui connected, right? So I see that the dolphins kind of have this vibe. I also bought this little bad boy, Suinami, the dog coin on Sui, has a cool name, also posting some stuff. So I don't know, I have no idea what it is, but it did basically 2x for me. Sui Miharu, they don't even have a Twitter. Honestly guys, just like have some fun on it, see what's up. Maybe on Aptos, on those other chains. There's also money to be made. I don't know right now, because Sui pumped. Everything was kind of like hyped around Sui, so this is where I decided to go. Guys, I hope you found this video useful. Smash the like button if you have, helps me grow, and hopefully we don't dump on each other. Laters.